Basically, if you can loop a belt around a couple of pulleys, you can replace the drive belt and the auger belt by yourself. So I just replaced the belts, and I'm checking to see if the engine is running smoothly. So I was looking to see if there's any vibration or anything coming off, and there wasn't, so I'm ready now for next year. So I just finished replacing the belts on the snowblower. This is a 3L, this is a 4L, this is like half inch, this one is 35 inch, and these are the belts that I've replaced. This is the auger belt, the half inch. This is tied to the chute, so there's a cotter pin here. You just pull the pin and that slips out. So that's what you have to do. It's relatively simple because I don't have to tilt the whole snowblower up and do it from the bottom because there's no belt guide in the bottom. So what I had to do was to unscrew these two bolts, and then same thing for the other side, and then loosen this bolt here. I think all these are 13 millimeter. And then the mistake I made was I didn't have a chair ready to hold the this end of the, or this side of the snowblower, because it just fell over. Anyway, it's good to have someone help you because it splits open, and you have to have this split open. Once you loosen these two, the snowblower will just separate. This is the front part and that's the rear, and then you can access the auger belt. You just wrap you take off the auger belt, you take off the drive belt, and then you replace the drive belt, and then you replace the auger belt. The only problem I had was the spring. I released the spring here, and then the spring immediately fell to the bottom. So when I tried to hook the spring back up, I wasn't sure where it would fit, the spring at the bottom there, where it would fit, but I see there's a hole there in the bottom, so I just clip it on that, and it seems to be working. This is the idler pulley spring, and then I use this to lift on the spring to release the tension on the idler pulley. This is the idler pulley here. So, and you have to loosen the belt guide. One screw here, one screw here, and then because there is no belt guide in the bottom, so you can just loop the drive belt underneath and then onto the top, and then you retension your idler pulley. The auger belt, you have to sort of like close this unit like almost completely, but not. You have someone push this side so that sort of like almost closed but not completely, and then you can slip the belt onto this pulley here that drives the auger, and then you slip the belt onto this main pulley here. You have to pull the rope there so that when you rotate the pulley, the belt would just catch and then you can put it on. So this is much simpler than some of the other snow blowers that I've seen. Some of the other ones you have to tilt it over and try to unscrew the belt retainer. This one you don't. You can do it all from the top as long as you separate the snow blower. So yeah, this is the Craftsman 5 horsepower 22-inch electric start. So if anyone else has a similar snow blower and if you need to replace the belt, just do it from the top. Just split the blower apart and remember to have someone grab that part of the engine so the engine wouldn't tip over. So yeah, I hope this helps you. This is like a 30-year-old snow blower and the belts are all shot. Yeah, you see it's all shot. Once you split open the engine, it's very easy to take the belt. So take the auger belt off and then you take the drive belt off. There's no belt tension now, or there's no belt retainer in the bottom of the pulley. So it's probably better to take a video or a photo of the blower before you start to work on it.